Hello and a very good day to the evaluators. We are from Group 4. We'll present about the ethics case study on the explosion at chemical factory in Bukit Jalil, Malaysia. The group members consist of me, Muhammad Azmil, along with the other members, Sharabina Murti, Nail Karimov, Rashid Abdullayev, Muhammad Nakiuddin and Muhammad Firman. The presentation will cover the introduction, discussion, technical and ethical reasons, recommendations and also the conclusion. In 2015, Bukit Jalil was shocked by the explosion of a chemical processing plant, resulting in a total destruction and loss estimated at 10 million ringgit. We, Group 4, has conducted an ethical case study on this incident to analyze the technical and ethical factors that contributed to this catastrophe. Our study also includes recommendations aimed at preventing similar incidents in the future.
Greetings everyone. Today I will discuss the explosion incident at Allchem Lubricant Sedrian Berhad, which occurred on May 12, 2015 in Bandar Kinrara Industrial Park, Bukit Jalil, Malaysia. The factory specialized in producing lubricants, hydraulic oils and floor cleaning detergents. The incident happened at 11:47 a.m. when a short circuit ignited hexane vapors stored on the production floor. This led to an explosion that completely destroyed the factory and partially damaged a neighboring facility. As for emergency response team, fortunately all 14 personnel present were safely evacuated and no injuries were reported. The Selangor Fire and Rescue Department responded promptly, deploying 8 fire trucks and 54 firefighters, and the blaze was brought under control within 30 minutes. Let's now examine the causes of this incident. There were 3 main contributing factors. Starting off with the ignition source, the fire started due to the short circuit near the hexane storage area. Sparks from worn wires ignited the hexane vapors, which then spread rapidly across the production floor. Secondly, the chemical properties of hexane itself. Hexane is highly flammable with a flash point of -22 degrees Celsius, meaning it can vaporize and ignite at room temperature. Stored on the production floor, the proximity of hexane to electrical system significantly increased the risk of ignition. And lastly, for the factory layout and safety lapses, the storage of flammable chemicals near active electrical sources without sufficient barriers or safety zones was a critical issue. This setup allowed the short circuit to directly affect the flammable materials. Finally, the risk-based analysis shows significant deficiencies, including poor safety culture, inadequate hazard identification, and lack of emergency management protocols. These factors, combined with insufficient post-incident investigation and control measures, highlight the weakness that contributed to this catastrophic event.
Hello, today I will discuss the explosion at the chemical factory in Bukit Jalil on May 12 in 2015. This tragedy was caused by a combination of technical and operational failures. The immediate cause was a gas leak from malfunctioning valve that released flammable vapors into the environment. Unfortunately, the vapor found the ignition source, a spark from nearby electrical equipment, which triggered the devastating explosion. Further investigation revealed that the poor maintenance protocols played a significant role. Routine checks and inspection of the critical equipment were either insufficient or poorly documented. In industrial settings, handling volatile chemicals, even a minor oversight can lead to catastrophic results. Tragically, the explosion caused significant injuries and substantial damage to the surrounding facilities, highlighting a failure in the facility's safety management system. This incident underscores the importance of strict safety protocols. One major issue was the lack of proper gas detection systems. Properly calibrated sensors might have detected the gas leak early, giving workers a chance to respond. Additionally, material degradation in equipment, possibly due to improper maintenance or suboptimal material selection, was a significant contributing factor. To prevent such disasters, we must ensure consistent inspection schedules, invest in durable materials, and maintain advanced safety systems like real-time gas monitoring. It's a serious reminder of the need to prioritize safety over operational pressures. Let this serve as a lesson to strengthen our industrial safety culture and prevent similar incidents happening in the future. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum sir, I'm Rashid Abdullayev. I'll be talking about the ethical reasons. Engineers must prioritize human safety above profit or efficiency. They are responsible for designing safe systems, identifying risks, and ensuring safety for both users and surrounding communities. The Bukit Jalil incident revealed lapses in safety protocols and risk management contributing to the explosion. This highlights the need for strict safety measures and thorough risk assessments to prevent such incidents. Engineers also must provide accurate and timely information on safety, performance, and risks. In high risk industries, open communication is vital for preventing harm and informing decisions. Engineers have a duty to report potential risks to allow for timely action. The Bukit Jalil incident showed that the lack of transparency contributed to the explosion, highlighting the importance of transparency for safety and public trust. Lastly, engineers must act with integrity, prioritizing safety and ethical standards. They should avoid shortcuts and deliver high-quality work, even under pressure. Engineers are accountable for their safety-related decisions and must take responsibility for their actions. The Bukit Jalil incident highlights how lack of accountability and oversight contributed to the explosion, emphasizing the need for engineers to own their decisions to ensure safety and trust.
Following the analysis of the explosion incident, it is essential to address the underlying causes and implement effective measures to prevent similar occurrence in the future. These recommendations suggested are designed to create a safer working environment by mitigating risks associated with electrical hazards and flammable chemicals. The first one is the implementation of robust safety protocols. It is suggested to conduct a regular electrical inspections by establishing a rigorous schedule for inspecting electrical systems, especially near flammable materials. Utilize thermal imaging for fault detection. The second one is upgrade electrical infrastructure by replacing outdated wiring with flame-resistant materials to ensure compliance with industry standards. The third one is to install circuit protection devices, which is equip the facility with circuit breakers and ground fault circuit interrupters GFCIs to quickly disconnect power in case of faults. The second recommendation is to do an enhanced training program. The first one is the mandatory safety training. It is recommended to implement comprehensive training on chemical safety, emergency response, and hazard recognition for all employees. Regular drills. Conduct drills to familiarize staff with evacuation procedures and emergency protocols. The third one is to encourage employee involvement by fostering a safety culture by involving employees in safety committees and hazard identification initiatives. The third recommendation is to improve risk assessment procedures. The first one is to conduct a thorough risk assessment by evaluating every chemical hazard and electrical safety to identify potential ignition source. The second one is develop a comprehensive PSM program, which stands for Process Safety Management, by establishing detailed procedures for handling hazardous materials and regular safety audits. The third one is emergency response planning. By creating a formal emergency response, we will need to conduct regular drills to ensure the preparedness of the working staff. The last recommendation is the installation of advanced safety equipment. We need to invest in advanced safety equipment by using explosion-proof fixtures, automatic fire suppression systems, and gas detection sensors for early hazards warning. Second one is real-time monitoring technologies by implementing systems to track gas concentrations and temperature changes and provide alerts for abnormal conditions for workers that is working on site. The last one is data collection analysis. Systematically collect data on safety incidents to identify trends and improve preventive measures.
To conclude the report, I'll be summarizing the three technical reasons, the ethical reasons, as well as improvements that can be done in the future. There were three technical reasons for the explosion at the chemical factory in Bukit Jalil. The first being the lack of essential safety measures. The second is the limited implementation of regular maintenance checks, resulting in unsafe conditions in the factory. The final reason is the factory's lack of emergency response training. On the other hand, there are also ethical reasons, as I said before, on why the explosion of the Bukit Jalil chemical factory occurred. The first ethical reason is responsibility to protect human life and safety engineers, as their decisions directly impact the well-being of individuals and communities. The second ethical reason is the commitment to honesty and transparency. Transparency in reporting potential risks played a significant role in the tragic outcome of the chemical factory. The final ethical reason is professional integrity and accountability. Due to accountability issues and failure to uphold it, this led to the tragic outcome and became a lesson in ethical imperative for engineers and organizations to take full responsibility for their actions, or in this context, failures. To avoid tragic events from happening in the future, improvements must be made to create a safer working environment and a better quality of life all around. The first recommendation is the implementation of robust safety protocols. Enhanced training programs should be conducted as well as improved risk assessment procedures. Next, safety equipment should be installed to improve on the previous generation to avoid accidents due to faulty dated equipment. Finally, strengthening regulatory compliance and community engagement. The recommendations are just based on the tragedy in the report above, and if done in the future, can save lives and prevent tragic accidents like the Bukit Jalil explosion from happening again.